What's up everybody and welcome back to the Slayer's Den. Thank you guys again so much for joining me. Today we are playing an awesome Selesnya enchantments deck that's built around a few different Strixhaven cards as well as this Kaldheim card, Toski, Bearer of Secrets. This is kind of like an aura enchantments deck, and I'm going to show you exactly why this particular deck is so good against the current standard meta. So stick around if you want to see Toski just go absolutely nuts on the opponents in Magic the Gathering Arena. So as I mentioned, this is an aura enchantment based deck, also known as a Bogles deck, which is basically generally a Selesnya deck that's built around a creature that's either hexproof or indestructible, and then stacking a bunch of enchantments or auras onto it and just allowing it to grow and just go off because it can't be touched by the opponent's removal. So the game plan is super simple. Basically, we want to stick a Toski, Bearer of Secrets, which is a squirrel that's a 1/1 for 3 colorless and a green. It's indestructible, can't be countered, attacks each combat if able, and also whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. So that means if you have 10 creatures and they do damage to a player, all 10 of them allow you to draw 10 cards. So that's absolutely crazy. And basically we want to really utilize Toski's indestructible ability by stacking a few enchantments on it, like Setessan Training, which gives Toski +1/+0 and trample. Not only that, it allows us to draw a card when Setessan Training enters the battlefield. We got a few copies of Hydra's Growth, which is a really cool enchantment from Theros. Says when Hydra's Growth enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on enchanted creature, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on enchanted creature. We also have 4 copies of Gemrazer in here, which is just a mutate creature that when it mutates onto a creature, you can destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. So this is perfect because it gives Toski reach, trample, and gives it a 4/4 body, so it can turn huge immediately. That's what she said. So some of the new Strixhaven cards we're utilizing in this deck include Elite Spellbinder, which is a really cool creature, 2 colorless and a white. Basically, it allows us to look at target opponent's hand and then we get to exile a non-land card from it. And as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it, but they have to pay 2 colorless more to cast. So this is a great way to kind of stall your opponent's removal, stall them from casting a huge creature. It's just perfect in general as a turn 3 play because it slows down your opponent significantly. Now the other Strixhaven card we are playing in this deck is Sparring Regimen, and I think this card is awesome, especially with Toski. It says when Sparring Regimen enters the battlefield, we learn. So that's great because we have a few lesson cards in our sideboard. Not only that, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature, and then you untap it. So this works so well with Toski because Toski has to attack every single turn. So you don't want to leave Toski untapped because you'd rather have an indestructible blocker that gets bigger and bigger each turn because of Sparring Regimen. Now, in order to ensure Toski gets through and we're not getting slammed by a bunch of your opponent's creatures, we do have a lot of removal in here. We've got 4 copies of Banishing Light, 4 copies of Shatter the Sky, a copy of Doomskar, and 3 copies of Elspeth Conquers Death. This is just the package we're using to kind of control the board. We get rid of a ton of creatures, early aggro. We also get rid of huge threats with Banishing Light and Elspeth Conquers Death. And that's just the perfect way to clear the way for Toski to just keep pounding the opponent and just keep getting us tons and tons of value. As far as our mana base is concerned, really simple. 10 snow-covered plains, 7 snow-covered forests, 4 Branchloft Pathways, and 3 Faceless Havens. And that's why we're running the snow-covered lands. Overall, this deck seems super crazy, and I'm so hyped to play this one for you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to check this one out. I really appreciate it. You guys are so awesome. And if you guys do enjoy the video, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons for me because it does help me out a ton. Not only that, it allows YouTube to share this video and the rest of my videos with even more MTG fans out there. And that means a ton too because it does help me grow the Slayer's Den community. Now, before we head into the matches, I did want to remind you guys that I am doing an awesome free gems giveaway for 2 lucky winners. If you're interested in joining the giveaway, make sure to stick around to the end of the video and I'll make sure to give you some instructions on how to join. But yeah, thank you guys again so much. And without further ado, let's play some Magic the Gathering. So this seems like a pretty decent hand just because we do have the Toski and we have some kind of early plays. So play a snow-covered forest, pass a turn over to Zelchko. I was running a Kahina and going Teamer as well. So I'm gonna play the plains and we'll just pass the turn. Okay, we're going to play this as a Branchloft Pathway and just pass because we have more green cards in hand, so it's looking like we're probably going to potentially one day play something. Alright, let's go in Elite Spellbinder. Ooh, okay, gross. So what do we not want them playing? Cultivate into the Royal. I think this is probably pretty annoying. They don't really have any answers in their hand for this aside from bouncing it, so I think I'm okay with that as well. And we're just gonna go in Toski here. A swing and a draw. Oh, let's see, they got Verdant Mastery, they have an Epiphany, Into the Royal, of course, still here. So they could use 4 mana to Royal one of our creatures and draw a card. Although it's looking like they're just gonna try to ramp. And let me see. So how can we kind of get them? How can we get them to bounce Toski comfortably? I don't know that there is a way. I think we're just gonna have to wait for them to bounce Toski here. Okay, so they bounce Toski, and we'll just put Toski back up, I guess. I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. And the opponent has 6 mana, now 7, which gives them Emergent or Genesis Ultimatum mana, which could prove to be pretty sucky. Okay, so they get an extra turn with Alrund's Epiphany. The opponent cultivates. Sure. Play an island. They have 5 mana free, so they definitely have some stuff they can do. Luckily for us, Toski is indestructible. That doesn't do very much against bounce, unfortunately. So we're going to Setessan Training on Toski. So we have all our Toskis out. And we'll just go and swing in. That's fine. Okay. So Fire Prophecy. Hey, you got it, boss. We get to draw a card with Tosk. Play a land and... oh man, I don't know. What do you think are the chances of Toski getting bounced again? Probably pretty good, but let's just go ahead and do it. Okay, so now they got double vision and Verdant Mastery. Okay, which allows them to search for 4 basic lands and then put some on my side of the field and their side of the field, basically. So we just gotta kill them, right? So what does that entail? That entails tapping down 3 mana and then having 3 to swing in for 9? Question mark? I guess the first thing we might want to do is we'll play Toski number 2. We'll Gemrazer onto this bad boy. Get rid of double vision. And we'll just swing in for, I guess, 5 or 4, depending on what the opponent does. Draw a couple cards. But at the very least, we know that double vision is going to be activating Genesis Ultimatum twice. You get to look at the top 5 cards. So nothing spectacular happening there. You have 3 mana left, and it looks like we're probably going to get this one. Okay. Yeah, so Ultimatum can't do a lot against indestructible creatures, and I would say that goes for most decks, so that's why having Toski as the central focus in Toskitron definitely a good idea, so GG. Well, I did that already. Okay, so this is a kind of a rough hand. We're really relying on the ability to draw into green mana here, but once we do, we're pretty set, so we're going to keep it. Play planes. Pretend like we're mono white for a hot second. We'll play Faceless Haven, sure. Muad'Dib plays Black Source, Grim Climb. Sounds good. Play that, and we're just going to go next. We're going to end the turn. We do need that green source sooner rather than later. Okay, there's the green source. Here's Toski. Next turn we get to Elspeth Conquers Death, the Valkyrie, so that's pretty good. Vengeful Reaper, okay. Let's see. Flying Death Touch Haste, okay. So that doesn't really matter all that much. We're going to play this as a green source, and let's go in ECD. And I'll go and swing in for 1. Draw a card. And got some of our removal going on. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Alright, so let's go and play our planes. And we have 6 mana here, so let's go ahead and Hydra's Growth. And Setessan Training, just to draw. And we'll swing in. Well, they'll block with the wall, but that won't be as much of a problem. If we can draw into our sweeper, then we're doing pretty well here. Luckily, with decks like this, they're not running... Well, that's not so great, but this doesn't have haste, so we can still banishing this. Sweet. Alright, so let's go play Faceless Haven here. And I think we'll just go ahead and Doomskar. And I'll swing for 4. And all of a sudden it's looking like we've got a little bit of a game plan here. Now we've got Sparring Regimen, which sets us up for a Toski blocker, which is kind of nice. Sweet. Let's play this, and I think I want to. Let me see. Does this have? This does have trample. Okay, whenever. Okay, so let's go and Banishing Light that. And let's play a Sparring Regimen. Go grab a. Sure. I'll swing in for 7, 8. One of blocks. Get to draw a card. Second Sparring Regimen sounds so saucy. Alright, so they exile. And I suppose the best part about that is now we just play our second Toski. And we're still pretty Gucci. Go play this. Play the Toski. Gonna turn this into a creature. Swing in. Draw a card. And you can kind of see just how crazy this gets. And then we'll just go ahead and play a Setessan on good old Tosk. So a Gemrazer on Toski is super cool. But I'd also rather just do this. Then we will also play Sparring Regimen. Swing in for 2. Draw a card. Play a card. And let me see, do we want them to gain 2 life or not? I think we'll just go end the turn here. 2 life is somewhat negligible, considering Toski's gonna gain a ton of stuff here. Okay, my turn. Let's go ahead and Banishing Light the Valkyrie. Okay. Oh man. Wow. Toski 2 OP for standard meta. The Broccoli Master. I love broccoli. Okie dokie. Just kind of a rough hand to keep. If we draw into third land, we're in a little bit better shape because we can Spellbinder. We'll go and hold on to it. We'll play a forest and we'll just pass the turn to Broccoli Master. Play Faceless Haven and just pass the turn. Witherbloom Apprentice. Okay, so we got land 3, which isn't a white source, so we're still in a lot of trouble here. If we get the white source, we can play a Toski. We've got some options, let's just say. Some options. And a Sedgemoor Witch, you son of a gun. Alright, so let's go and play this as a white source, and guess let's go an Elite Spellbinder here. Let's tax whatever they've got going on. Alright, Agonizing Remorse or Plumb the Forbidden? Which one do we want them to choose? A non-land card from there. Okay, I don't really care that much if they play a non-land card. I think I'd rather see them not draw into more cards with this. Sure, we'll take away that. I don't care if they take out anything from our current hand, necessarily. Alright, we'll block there. And I guess let's go to Doomskar here. So they don't get to get much value off of those Sedgemoor Witches, which is really nice for us. Oakley Dodokely. Let's play a Toski Dokely. And let's go and play a Setessan Training on this bad boy. Sweet. So an indestructible, trampling, card drawing creature. Hopefully can stall our opponents for a little bit. Okay. I guess let's go in Gemrazer here. And let's go and swing in. And let's go and Banishing Light as well. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, we'll just end the turn. Okay, opponent plays Agonizing Remorse. Sweet. They get rid of the creature. Beautiful, beautiful. Gonna turn this bad boy into a creature. Lay it on there. Draw a card. And we'll swing it for 10. Sweet. Play this. And let's go and Foretell. You love to see it. I can't imagine how they would get out of this spot. But let's go ahead and just Banishing Light. Witherbloom Apprentice. Okay. Alright. I'm really enjoying this deck. It definitely has a lot of cool synergies and a lot of good answers for the current meta, as you can see. A lot of sweepers means a lot of these like little low to the ground aggro decks don't have much of a chance, so GG. Fart person. Oh my god. You're such a fart person. We'll keep this. When I see Toski, I'm pretty happy about it. Pretty happy about it. Open up the Black Lotus. When it cracks their fabled passage to grab a swamp. Okay. And a Plains, a Luminarch Aspirant, you say. Gross. You hate to see it. We're gonna play a Forest, and we're just gonna go next. No attacks, end the turn. The reason to play the Forest is because if we get Forest number 2, well, we could have at one point destroyed Or at least enchanted our Alseid, but no, we don't get to do that so much, so... Okay, so let's go and play a Faceless Haven, and we'll just go next. End the turn. And end the germs. A non-creature, non-land card. Well, what do you know? The opponent gets a swing in on us for 4. But if we draw into a sweeper, it would be so sweet. Love to see Shatter the Sky, Doomskar even. Doomskar is fine. This sounds kind of weird, but I think we got to foretell here. Alright, there goes my graveyard. Oh, my graveyard. Second Righteous Valkyrie. You son of a gun. Alright, so we take 7 here. 7 is like an okay price to pay to get our opponents to overcommit to the board. Because now their life game plan is a little bit more difficult, I'd say. Slightly. Play Toski. Now if they've got something like a Furia's Retribution or a number of things, we should be pretty decent. Okay, opponent foretells something as well. So what do we do here? I think first thing we do is Setessan Training. I know it sounds kind of weird, like we could have just had a 4/4 Trampler swing in, but it's actually also kind of nice too. So I think we're just going to go in and really stack onto our Toski here. Okay. Alright, I still have Trample, so I think the damage still goes through. Yep, sweet. And now I've got a Shatter the Sky and an ECD to kind of cover our bases. It's pretty nice. Okay. This deck is crazy. This deck is really good, as you can see. Our opponent had full 21 life. We're down to 7, but I think at this point you know they can't target us with single target removal. No creature is ever going to be too tough for a Toski with a Hydra's growth on it. So GG, Bark Person. Okay, sure. Hold on to this one. Gruel. Quite grueling. Alright, play planes. If we can just get to land 4, Gruel aggro isn't quite as scary. Questing Beast still pretty scary, of course. Okay, opponent's thinking about what to do. Bone Crush, sure. There's land 3. Take 1. And a Bone Crusher. There's Faceless Haven. Okay, so no green sources yet. Okay, we'll take 5. Take 5, everybody. No Radha. Okay, well that's terrifying. I guess we'll go and Shatter here. Don't quite have a green mana yet, which means, you know, does make it a little bit more difficult on us. All right, so take 4. Take 4, everybody. And sure, I'm down to ECD. Perfect. Battle Mammoth. Holy shit. Okay, so let me see. 6/5 Trample. Get to draw a card. That's perfect. Okay. So what do we want to do here about that? There's really not a lot we can do. I say we Elite Spellbinder. Fudge. Okay. And Setessan Training here. So I swing and do 5, and then I take 6, 7. Is that how it works? Yeah, that's it. Woof. This is objectively a terrible hand, so we will have to mulligan here. This is a little bit better. I say we drop the second sparring, or wait, hold up. Yeah, we drop the Sparring Regimen here. Okay, Rugged Highlands, sure. Let's play Alseid of Life's Bounty. Elysian Caryatid, okay. Play this, and I think we just go and foretell that bad boy, and we just do no attacks. Radha, okay. Radha has first strike on their turn. Look at the top of their library at any time. You son of a gun. Alright, let's go and play. This has a white source, and let's take a peek at the opponent's hand. Why not? Sure. Guess none of that really matters. They're playing a pretty janky, aggressive Gruul deck. I think we just block here. I think we just Elite Spellbinder once again. Okay, sure. And yeah, we'll go next. End the turn. That way we can get them to commit a little bit more. Okay, so it takes 7. Gross. Okay. Doomskar. Caryatid, okay. Let's play Toski. And an Alseid. Oof. Okay. Alright, so I have a few options here. I think the option I want to take is Shatter the Sky into a swinging Toski. Give me a land drop. That Terror of the Peaks though, super scary. Definitely don't like it. Definitely not a fan. Scavenging Ooze, okay. So that will get pretty large pretty quickly, I'd say. Okay. I'm swinging for 4. Opponent will take it. I get to draw a card. I draw into a green source. That's great. Shatter, also great. So we'll just end the turn here. Any land next turn means Shatter and Hydra's growth. So it's a good place to be. Okay. Take 4. Okie dokie. Shatter. We both get to draw a card. Opponent can Scavenging Ooze once beforehand. They opt not to. Hydra's growth on this bad Mamma Jamma. Now I've got an ever-increasing trampling Toski. That also draws us a card, so not terrible. Second Toski is great as well. Okay. So opponent shocks me, and it's quite shocking. But definitely taking Return of the Wild Speaker up to 7 mana for them was really good, because they would be drawing a ton with that. Alright, so first things first, let's go on Toski here. This is 2 cards. Okay. Just draw a couple of cards. And sure. And this should be GG. Okay. I was gonna say, we did a lot of work there. Terror of the Peaks, super spooky in there. This is a very aggressive Gruul deck. If they get their mana, like, they're just doing tons and tons of damage. So, GG. So what this gives us is potential for turn 4 Toski. Sure, we'll go and keep it. Toski is kind of what we build around with decks like this, so it is what it is. We're going against an Orzhov? Okay, a not Orzhov. Let's play another forest. It's going to be a counters deck, so Shatter could prove to be pretty useful here. Wildwood Scourge. Okay, so we take 2. Oh man. Not great. Alright, we go next. End the turn. Now, if we don't draw into land 4, we're in so much trouble. Way too much trouble. Yikes. Okay. I genuinely don't know if whatever we pull out is actually powerful enough. I'm being completely honest with you, because we are going to take a shit ton of damage. Alright, so we just block here. We take 8. So we have to draw woof, that makes things a lot harder for sure. Yeah, we had to have drawn mana there. Okay. We'll swing in. If we can draw planes, we're still okay. There's planes. Let's see if this sticks. They may have the spell that protects, that makes all their creatures indestructible, so in that case, then we just go GG. Star Pupil, of course. Whew. This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. Okay, let's play Sparring Regimen. The Sparring Regimen. We'll grab ourselves something that can get rid of Great Hench. And we'll just go and swing in for 2. Go and destroy Great Hench here. I can't necessarily say that that's the greatest play to make, but it is a play that we have to make. Okay. So let's go ahead and Spellbinder here. Lizard Brawl. Okay. Gross. We'll swing in for 3. And we're just gonna end the turn here. What is this? Blizzard Brawl, and Blizzard Brawl. So many Blizzard Brawls. Well, these are sorceries, so it's like we kind of know what they're doing here. Sure. Now, are they gonna Blizzard Brawl? Or are they gonna Blizzard Brawl? Sure. Let's play Plains. Let's go Gemrazer on this bad boy. Toski. Swing for 6. Draw 2. Okay. So I do have a 7/7 indestructible trample reach. That's pretty nice. I think the opponent knows it's over though. Okay. Oh man, I love that. Once you finally get Toski online with all of our shenanigans, like, so cool, so powerful. And I think this is a pretty good place to stop today's video. Just kind of showcasing the power and the synergies of this deck. I really love Toski along with Sparring Regimen. I feel like this was just handmade for Toski, just the way like Toski was handmade for Mutate decks. So yeah, GG opponents. Alright folks, this looks like the perfect place to end today's video, and damn, I had a ton of fun playing this deck. This is our Toskitron deck, our Bogles deck, and it worked exactly the way I thought it was going to when I was brewing it up. Basically, we just stacked a bunch of things onto a Toski or even multiple Toskis, and we just deleted everything the opponent controlled while our Toski got bigger and stronger and just got us a lot of card value. And yeah, overall, the deck was super fun. Now, as far as whether I would recommend you playing it, I say try it out if you have the cards already, but don't go spending your wild cards on some of these cards like Sparring Regimen and Elite Spellbinder or even Toski itself if you don't already have these things, because this is a very niche deck. This is definitely jank, but it's definitely fun. You can see just how powerful it is against specific archetypes, and we even did a number on a couple of tier 1 decks, so this was definitely a fun one. Now, regarding the gems giveaway that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am doing a really cool free gems giveaway. 2 lucky winners are going to be earning 3,400 gems. This is perfect for all you newbies out there and people who haven't quite built up their collection, so you guys can buy packs and you can earn wild cards, and hopefully you can get to a point where you can start enjoying Magic the Gathering Arena a little bit more by building all these awesome decks. So if you're interested in learning how you can enter the giveaway before it's too late, make sure to follow these 3 simple steps. Step 1, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Step 2, hit like on any of my last budget deck videos or even this video. Step 3, leave a comment below that video that you liked about your favorite current standard deck or a deck that you'd love to see turned into a budget deck. That's it, super simple. Now, if you want to earn some additional bonus entries into the giveaway, all you have to do is hit like, leave a comment below the rest of my budget deck videos, and I'll add an additional entry for you for each video that you like and leave a comment below. This giveaway is almost over, so you do have to enter soon. It will be completed by this Friday, which is May 21st, 2021. So go and enter before it's too late. Thank you guys so much for joining me and catching the video. I really appreciate you guys. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons for me, because it does mean a ton to me. Not only that, it allows YouTube to share this video and the rest of my videos with even more MTG fans out there, and that means a ton because it allows the Slayer's Den community to grow. So thank you all very much. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to smash that like button below, and to help you stay up to date with my upcoming videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks again, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Slayers.